What do I buy?
Uh, if you want to annoy people, I would say you buy Leandres.
What's that?
Hi guys. Today
Uh-huh.
we're going to be doing a sewing stream, believe it or not. I've only done like
I would be
one
willing
or
to
two
buy
of
a
these.
contest.
It happens every now and then. Mr. Rhino returns.
Okay.
Mr. Dinosaur returns.
So I would buy a tier.
Mr. Frog returns.
And pair of boots.
New additions to the fray.
You buy a tier.
Mr. Saltsbury needs a new eye.
Did you say boots?
And
Yeah, and 2 long swords.
How do we have boots and swords? Okay. Okay.
also new addition to the fray. What is... did I... I've accidentally moved that. Wow. Mike Wazowski. Mike Wazowski is also a new addition.
You reckon Navori or Infinity Edge would do more damage on GP?
Yeah, B? I'll just answer this. Easily Infinity Edge. Easily. There's no point in Navori unless you can triple barrel. And even still, Infinity Edge.
The damage increase per crit?
Yeah, you'd get more from Infinity Edge.
So not a flat debt? Like...
Because Gangplank double crits with Infinity Edge. And yes, he'll double ability with Navori, but he'll double infinities with his abilities, and he double Navori's, yes, but he'll get more from Infinity Edge. Easily. Because the damage of his Q is additive to his barrel. You crit with the Q. You send a crit Q into a crit barrel. So you're doubling your crit damage, whereas Navori, yes, you're sending a Navori-empowered Q into a Navori-empowered barrel, but you still get more from the crit. Outside of that, though,
Or it's probably just a better all-round item for him.
well, as I was sort of saying, it's only worth it if you can triple barrel. Because what's the point of the haste if you're not going to be using it?
Get more barrels.
Yeah. But the other thing you also have to remember is that if Gangplank's barrel crits, it's 10% more on top of the total quantity of damage. And that's another reason that you want an Infinity Edge, because it'll increase the damage even more, because your crit damage is more, which means you're going to be doing 10% more than your increased crit damage. There's lots of reasons. As well as Infinity Edge gives more AD than Navori. So yeah. Definitely Infinity Edge if you want more damage. Unless you can triple barrel. And I'm not talking about, like, everyone knows the triple barrel combo, so I don't have to explain it to you. Yeah, I've got 5 toys to sew up. I put my iced tea somewhere. Where did I put my iced tea? Oh no. Oh, there it is.
What? Man, can you not?
Probably should. My materials in the middle. And yeah, I could put it over there. That'll be fine. Going with Mike Wazowski first. Well, Mike. He got a tear in his eyeball, and I'm gonna re-tighten up one of his arms. I will tighten down his seat on his back as well. Cool. Green thread. Okay.
Oh, the crit number came from his barrel, not from someone getting hit. Rippy-dippy-doo.
Oh. Heaven's hiding. Well,
Gold.
Nikki, Nikki. Nikki, Nikki. Nikki, 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 Nikki. Ah. And then what else was I supposed to buy?
Leandros. And then I'd probably say probably Ravenous Hydra.
What the fuck? Did you just say Ravenous Hydra with Oleandres? Who is she playing?
Yep. Misfortune.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Everything, including her R.
Yeah, that's fine, but no. Not with Leandres. No. She's going Leandres, you take Demonic Embrace.
No.
Yes.
Got a burn.
But you doubled the burn. You doubled,
You double.
no, you double down on it. You do a job, but you do it properly. You don't do a little bit of each job and then do all of them badly. You don't jack of all trades in League of Legends. That's the exact same thing I was trying to say to...
She's got her R. The whole,
She does.
whole premise of Misfortune on Aram is to press R.
Yeah, then get a Ravenous Hydra and not a Leandres. Leandres is not good for her R. Leandres is good for her E.
Fine for her.
No, because Leandres doesn't increase in damage based on how many times you hit them with it. Just does the burn after the effect.
Whole point of getting on the wave, and it does apply on the E, and she gets.
Yeah,
shit ton
but
of
like,
poke, and she gets
if
shit
she's
ton
in
of
a
slow
if she's
from
in
it.
a fight, and she presses E, she's achieving the exact same thing with Leandres as she is with R. If your whole goal is to press R, then you don't want Leandres. If your goal is to poke, then you want Leandres because you could just do it with your E. If you want to actually do something with your R, then you need an impactful thing for her R. That just tacks on a burn at the end. Yeah, the burn is good, but if your job is to R, then R with something good.
Alright, listen to the Misfortune Mastery 7 Aaron player, not the Norm's non-Mastery 7 Misfortune.
Huh?
Oh.
I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Fuck. What? What am I buying?
Ramnus Hydra.
Where do I find that?
Yeah, the thing for Aramo is I would have said Ravenous Hydra first item.
Mirror Mana more important.
If Mirror Mana was first item instead of Leandre's, then I definitely agree with that. Mirror Mana into Rev would have been one scary. Ouchie boy. Ravenous Hydra's 80 scaling though is really scary how quickly you can stack it up on Aram. Even if you lose the stacks.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
We just got
freaking-
comboed.
Oh my goodness gracious. I want to ult when this tree thingy is ulting, but it doesn't like.
You should be ulting on your own terms. If you put your E down, because you've got AP in your build, it will do massive damage.
A big part of having the Leandres is that your E is basically down. Anytime you see 2 or 3 people stand next to each other, you just plop an E on top of them. Tell them, hey, no, you're not allowed to stand that close. Ah, jeez. How do I want to sew this? You know what, Mike? You get horizontal stitches.
I don't know. I kind of want the mango flavor, but I kind of want to try a different flavor since I always have the mango flavor.
What's this up?
Shaved ice.
Ah.
I don't know, like, I'm either getting the mango or the mint.
I would totally go mango. But I would say it depends on what temperature you're sitting in. If it's a warm day, then mango. If it's a alright day, I'd probably go mint. But it's whatever you enjoy the taste of, mostly. I'm biased because I like mangoes. Do you like mangoes, Phoenix?
I just finished eating mangoes. Yes.
my brain went really bad there. I was like, just because you just finished eating something doesn't mean you enjoy. But it went very bad.
And what do I buy next?
You probably want Spirit Shodan.
Sorry, what?
Spirit Shodan.
If you
It's a.
just SHOJ, we'll get it for you.
It's a new item.
New item, and we'll let you press Q
E.
more often, basically.
Sorry, not to spell.
Well, it'll also.
SHOJ.
I don't think Spirit Shodan affects her E. Sorry, dis unaffects her E, so she should be able to press E quite a lot now.
Yeah, because it slows. Specifically has a slow in it, but
Yeah, but
it was still do well. It just not as well.
I thought Shojin was for hard CC.
Maybe
S
H O
O
J
J
should be the only thing there.
No. Oh no. No. You should have a Jack Show.
Tell me what else.
Jack Show.
Passage.
SHOJ. Jack shows.
The only thing it brings up other than Shojin is the very quick plans.
Oh. How does Jack Show has all of those letters in it though?
Yeah, it's not that fuzzy.
Oh, well, there you go. Yet Navori Quick Plates comes up with a J.
Well, to be fair, it's got the same item classification.
Yeah, but it's Navori's coming up for a J.
Unique ability haste capstone. Okay. You can't have the two at once. It's interesting.
Yeah. That's been like that ever since because there was something else that used to do.
I think you probably can build it at the same time at the moment. I think it's just lingering.
I was about to say, yeah,
That was the thing.
because you could never even build a Navori back in the day with Ultra Jin.
Wait, what the heck? I got blunt.
To be fair, there's very minimal situations where you would actually want to combine those two items.
What?
And if you do, almost all of them will be strong. You would have to combo these two items with a Mura Mana and probably an Essence Reaver on top of that. You would need so much mana sustain. You'd need the Mura Mana for the damage since you went so much haste.
I don't actually think it would be terrible either.
No, but as I was saying, it'd be very limited use cases. And those use cases would be strong. Because basically, it wouldn't be good for Nasus. It wouldn't be good for Nasus. Like, Nasus's Q, with even a reasonable quantity of haste, is already on a lower cooldown than your Q can normally attack. Because of its default animation time. That would be your lockout, is animation times for that item combination, as well as actually having an ability that would actually need spammed that much, or abilities. Cool.
After that, meant you want a Black Cleaver. Actually, no. You want a Seraldus. There's not enough tanky tanks to care about.
Should I try? Oh no, Actually, no, because I don't like Arya. That's disgusting.
So,
I don't know.
Mike, it's half done.
the 1900 crit on the Nami will never get old. But I hate how much damage it does.
Well, he scales with gold, and he has a gold passive. Without gold, Gangplank is so useless.
Melt. Why do I feel so stuck? Oh. Let's go, Nikki Nikki. Ouch.
No.
Ouch!
Thought I died in a sensible time. I was just dropped like flies after.
Yeah, that's one of the things you have to remember more specifically on a champion like Gangplank, but anyone that's like him. Is Gangplank has a lot of pressure just by being alive.
Of course,
So without that pressure, they can just
normally the pressure giver in Aram.
yeah.
I'm so used to a certain timing on the backing. I just sometimes people just die instead of holding, which is annoying.
They can most definitely just die, especially if if the enemy team's like, quick, he's dead, let's do some stuff. That's why I think survivability is underrated in Aram. That's why you'll normally see me with so many builds that are survivability focused, because then you get to choose when you die. And that's pretty important in Aram, at least in my opinion. Because then they don't get to capitalize on your death. You do.
Is this your brother with a different name?
No, it's my brother-in-law.
You want to join the Aram Clash?
What
Fuck.
the fuck was that?
What was that, Phoenix?
One of the, it's one of those tubes that goes, oh.
Okay. And why is that out loud?
What do you mean, why is that out loud?
I'm confused.
What you fucking noise? I knocked it off my table.
Ah, it's a tube. I thought you said tune.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, it's a tube.
Oh my goodness.
I know, I've just always wanted one, so I got given one.
How long ago?
They make funny noises.
How long ago did you receive this tube?
Today.
Okay.
Because today is birthday celebration as opposed to birthday.
Wait, I wanted that. Oh! Thank you.
So what did you receive for your birthday?
The shirt I put in general, this tube, and a car cleaning kit that I wanted. And we're going out to dinner tonight to Marlborough's.
Marlborough's.
Yeah, we went for your graduation.
Marlborough's. Ah, the meat place. Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
What do you mean? Aren't you the one actioning this tube? What? I'm confused. Does this tube just make noises by itself?
It's got a thing. It's. Hang on.
I thought you were like stroking this tube to make the vibration.
Wait, what? We're stroking what?
Phoenix stroking a tube.
Oh.
I don't want the R sound effect. I want the one video. Gotta go find it.
You mean the one I like?
Yeah. That's what I keep getting videos of that I actually want. I just need to go to the channel called Bird. I don't want.
Where do I find it?
Oh, because BER.
Howling Abyss.
It is literally one of these.
Wait. What the heck? Whoa.
So the bird inside of that tube is representing the actual noisemaker. And so moving the tube in any direction makes the thing inside move and make the noise.
But what is it? Is it rubber?
No, it's just like a dog toy noisemaker.
Yeah, but what makes the vibration?
thing inside it that vibrates back and forth?
Does yours have a bird in it?
Wish.
Wait, what? I just teleported.
It's a very similar mechanism to how. But the fact that it's in a tube means it makes a much longer tube noise. Does that clear up the confusion or not?
Whatever you said it was like, you lagged out while doing it.
A dog toy. It's the same mechanism.
I don't know what mechanism's in a dog toy.
It's a little bit of vibrating plastic or rubber polymer that. Shut up. As air go past it, goes. Zzz, and when it goes past it inside a tube, it goes.
Why is Mint laughing?
Because I said vibrating rubber.
Okay.
Who is this? Hello?
What did you do?
No, just they both flashed for the kill.
People do be like that in Aram.
Yeah, especially when there's a chance to steal a penta.
Well, it's like it's like he flashed for the kill and then he flashed.
Okay, that's Michael repaired. Actually, no. Gonna do more of the arm.
No. No, no, 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 no was trying to say.
Oh my god! I've had 4 snowballs thrown at me in the last 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Who are you playing?
Anivia.
Okay. Yeah, that's because they didn't expect to get
I
into your
know
range.
why. I know why. I just that doesn't make it any more less ridiculous. 4 snowballs is a lot of snowballs.
Yeah, it just shows that they don't expect to get in your range with any other method.
Yeah.
Ouch. What did I do? No, 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 no. I want the bigger one. Stop moving. Brooks, let me feed you, please. Oh my gosh. Wait, what did the H? Where did you get 9 kills from? Stolen.
Pretty much. So Varus works now.
Yes to stolen, and also just easy to clean up.
Stop.
If a cleanup is classed as stolen.
Yeah, if you put it down.
I mean, I'm of the opinion that most kills in Aram aren't ever steals, but yes. He has not done a lot of not any work, he just hasn't done a lot of these kills. But
It's not his job to.
That's okay, because when he takes all the kills, he'll do a lot of damage.
Varus has, like, one useful ability in Aram, and that doesn't really give him the ability to just be using it all the time.
Well, yeah, that's true, but also he builds attack speed and gets to murder everything, so.
And what else?
Just to confirm, though, because that's how you and I would play Varus. But
Absolutely.
the person that is playing him probably just has a lethality item.
No.
Then they're playing him. Then they're playing him the wrong way. No, he doesn't need it. But are they building lethality?
No.
Oh, well, then they're just playing him wrong then.
Burned against us.
Oh, well, then he most definitely shouldn't, but just be sniping with his Q. It's like when you see an Ashe.
Well,
With-
WQ is still an easy kill still.
Oh, definitely.
Ouch! What did I do?
But what I'm also saying is that he shouldn't just be kill stealing. He should have enough damage to be doing a lot of it. But if he's not applying that, then he's not doing it right. It's like when you see an AP, sorry, not an AP, an AD Ashe, using an ultimate just in such a weird way, and it's like that achieved nothing. You stunned a person, yes, good job.
Wait.
And then the Ash dies, and they're like, "Oh, why did you guys save me? I got nothing to save myself."
Rise is level 14 because he's got Rod of Ages. I'm about to be level 14 because I have Rod of Ages.
Roller battle. Come on, man. I'm racing to level 16. Buys Rod of Ages. Cheats. Racing to level 16? No. That's absolutely why Rise and Cassidy absolutely love that item, because Rise gets his leveled up Q earlier than he's meant to, and Cassidy gets his level 3 R earlier than he's meant to. And Nivea just does it because health.
Nivea goes, I'm a battle mage.
Yeah, Nivea goes.
Mana.
Yeah, she goes.
Mana costs have been reduced.
Yeah,
She just has so much mana.
and health because of the mana. Nivea doesn't really use it for the level, the extra level. Obviously, it helps, but she doesn't use it for that like the other two do.
No.
That's alright, I really needed to go back.
Yeah, if you got an Nivea and an Aram, you should have a pretty fun time with how much Nivea you've got. Well, if you're versing Rise, it's basically who's. Oh, you have a Rise. Jesus, you guys have two sources of level advantage.
Yeah. Our team is cumulatively like a whole level above theirs.
Yeah, because like you've got two rowers.
And it's great because I get to build effectively the same build that Nivea used to build.
But with a rower.
Roa is the mythic and Leandre's is actually demonic.
Yeah.
I get to have 3k health and 3k mana and have all that health regen and mana regen.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. I've missed the playstyle so much.
Arguably was a better one.
Ouch.
Battle Mage better than Burst Mage. Always has been. Always will be. Oh, well, not always will be and always has been. At least for a Nivea. And LeBlanc and Rise.
That was a good
Please let me execute. Thank you. I forgot which one was next.
Which one was what?
Fuck, I forgot Lee Sin can just do that. Should have flashed. Sorry. Which one you should build next? That Shojin again.
Oh, snap! I forgot about that one.
Is she Miss Fortune again?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Miss Fortune and the Nivea is a lot of zone control.
We have a ridiculous team. We have Varus and Nivea and Boo Boo. Rise.
Jesus.
Miss Fortune.
See, that's the most annoying thing that's going to happen in this upcoming thing is RNG win.
If they follow through with their promise, everyone's getting 2 rerolls, so we should have 15 champions to pick from.
Yeah, but that's not even 10% of the game.
Yeah, but it is enough to basically guarantee. Oh my!
It's
God.
not. 15 rerolls is not enough to
at least 3 broken harem champions because there are so many of them at this point.
But 3 doesn't beat 5. And I honestly don't think it's enough to secure 3. If 15 champions is enough to secure 3 Broken Arrow champions, then that means that what you're saying,
Yes, I'm saying that.
you're saying that 93% of the game is broken. Is that? No, that's not right. Yeah. No. No, that means you're saying that 66% of... Is it 3? No. No. Why can't I do maths right now? It's... You're saying that 20% of Aram champions are broken right now.
Yep. The first champion below 50% win rate on Aram is Nivea, and she is a B- champion, and she is the 102nd highest win rate.
Okay, so that's
Maybe it's a
50%.
girl?
That's 50%, not
Yes.
66%.
What the heck?
And then the first champion to fall below 48% win rate, aka out of normal win rate, is LeBlanc. And this is
Yeah, but you're claiming broken, not average win rate. So average broken would be above.
Strong team. For a strong team. Because you have to remember there is a different subset of champions that are broken for low elo and a different subset of champions that are broken for high elo. And so
Yeah.
when there's 2 high elo and 3 low elo, there is a very high chance that we'll get good champions. Like for instance,
Yeah, but almost all of the champions that are broken in low elo are more broken in high elo.
not in Aram.
And give you an
Blanc
example.
Aram at silver is a 46% win rate, but I easily get 3.0 KDA LeBlanc.
Yeah, but give me an example of a low elo champion that'll be better in not our hands as high elo players. That won't be better in our hands. Because I understand completely with this upcoming thing, it's us that are going to have the difficult to play champions, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, which one of those easy champions is not going to be better in our hands? Understandably, we give it away because they're easy, but...
No, you're now asking 2 different questions, one about probability and one about statistic. Like you think about so if half the champions
Mm-hmm.
are broken for low elo, aka 50%.
But 50% is 50% of the champions in the game have
the remaining champions that are not broken in low elo. 50% of those are broken in high elo.
what? But 50% of champions aren't broken in low elo. 50% is the percentage of champions that are above a positive win rate.
Yes.
But that doesn't make them broken. Having a positive win rate isn't broken.
The way they play in Aram is very strong. Like, you might not consider Leona broken, but I consider Leona in the hands of, like, someone like Josh, you know. If he plays Leona, I can play
But
around
I
him so
I
well that I would
did
get
definitely
so
claim
well.
Leona as broken. You know how much
She's the lowest-
single-handed
she is the
CC that she can
lowest-
have?
She is the lowest win rate of the above 50%, so, you know. And it's like that for basically every champion.
It's interesting that she's got a low win rate in Aram.
Exactly. Is that the man you meant? Some of those look real good.
Wait a minute. Are you
Like, I
talking to
would-
me?
Yes. I would totally get the chocolate or the cheesecake one.
No, I've tried the cheesecake one, but it's not as good as I thought it would be.
A cheesecake what?
Shaved ice thingy.
Oh, mango. Definitely. Mango shaved ice is so good. Or watermelon.
I agree.
Or like blue bubble gum. I know it's like straight sugar, but
increase there as well. So, but yeah, it's like you look at all these sub 50% champions, and I would consider playing around them broken. Like if
Yeah.
you take 52% as the baseline for standard average, and everything above that is broken, then there are 40 champions that are broken, but playing around Italia, Singed, Elise, Ezreal, all of them, if you play around them, they could be considered broken. We have a master in our game.
An ex-master or a current master?
Last season master.
So an ex-master. So you also have to keep in mind boosting and border counts.
I don't really care. That's still a master.
Yeah, but he could be absolutely horrible at playing the game because he hasn't boosted or border count. Don't rely on them until you can see what they do.
Of course.
That's what I do to like everyone in League.
Oh, their team is so yuck. This is our comeuppance for our team last game. We're gonna get womboed so goddamn hard.
See, that's what I'd say. It's like, understandably, you could have 15 champions to pick for it, but like, you can just get...
Don't get me wrong, ours is equally as strong.
Yeah.
We have a Pike and an Akshan, that's like Revive City right there.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's what I'm annoyed that could potentially happen in a ranked scenario, is that RNG could fuck you over.
But I would also wager most of the people playing Clash are not playing Aram as well. So the Aram knowledge advantage that I can provide, let alone that Steve and Mint are used to, and potentially others that might join us.
See, my ARM knowledge just comes from playing Kennen. I know what champions want to do in a team fight. Whether it be my champions, how they can help in a team fight, or what the enemy wants to do at a team fight. Because there's so much of what ARM is. It's just pure team fighting. Well, it's not pure team fighting, but it's what you can do to set up a team fight, it's what you can do to disengage a team fight, it's what you can do to increase your damage in a team fight, it's what people could do to help you in a team fight, it's what people could do to stop the enemy in a team fight.
Sunscreen stinks.
No, it's petrol.
Don't put petrol on your skin!
It says don't put petrol on your skin.
I'm pretty sure I smell like petrol and sunscreen.
You smell like both, to be honest.
Bieler on a live stream saying I smell like petrol. And I put petrol on my skin. What does she put petrol in her skin for? And why does she smell like petrol? One is not simply she's just breathing in the fumes. Ordinary Sunday in the country.
Exactly.
Must breathe in my petrol fumes for this week.
Are they heading to look like they're heading to Toowoomba? Because if they're both RACQ helicopters.
No, they weren't RSC helicopters, which is weird. You find more of them, or do they just show up where they are?
Oh, there's not usually many private helicopters. And if they are private helicopters, they're not usually blue, they're usually khaki. There's even private helicopters of the rich people variety have to show up on flight trackers, so.
See, one helicopter is all that.
Jesus.
My God, they have so much CC. Just want to get it back together.
Is there something
Mhm.
is something I'm not doing right? Because there's only one helicopter in our region. And there's 3 of them.
Oh, then yeah.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
I don't know.
How do you look for them? They're more? Does it refresh?
I'll just be bugging out. Does that occasionally.
Do I close it and open it again?
I wouldn't bother. It's normally a data thing, not an app thing.
I want to know where these helicopters came from. Why can't I see them?
I mean, they could have been like unregistered farm helicopters because that's a thing as well. But
There's 3 of them.
Farmer board meeting.
well, our Masters player has AFK'd. I don't know if that's anything to go by. Maybe he's playing Aram because it's got bad internet.
Maybe it's a booster account.
What did you say, Mint? Did you say yes to the? Okay. Well then, say yes. We'll go to next.
Glad you go back up, huh?
I don't think I'll get a vibe of it. I can't see any helicopters in the region. I'm so confused.
Just saying a bunch of names that I've never seen before. So, she's so good at.
Well, why'd you take it away? Well, that was a bit sideways. Just so there's a helicopter toolbar. If you click on it, it's on from
Yeah,
Watch you never play. it's like a police one and you pick this show up. It's like,
Maybe.
I don't think the police are allowed to fly around unannounced. There might be police, but
It's more about tracking. It's about public data, so I'm not sure how much of that show up.
if it was something like the Royal Flying Doctors, that probably would show up.
Yeah.
be anything with a
that's what I
beacon.
would have thought.
But it would make sense if it wasn't.
But I wanted, ever since Dad was talking about those thingies flying overhead, I wanted to look into Australian laws about air vehicle transponders, because we might be just flat allowed to turn them off in Australia. And it wouldn't surprise me, honestly.
Australia does have at least one of the better countries for allowing you to not be tracked and allowing you to say no, I don't want to be tracked.
Better is a funny word to use there.
Sorry?
Better is a funny word to use.
It's not the best.
Yeah.
But Australia has
More
a
so
large
say that some tracking is good, some tracking is bad. So
yeah, but Australia has many things that say, hey, in these sort of situations, things have to be public. But in a good quantity, I'd probably say about 75% of the situations, Australia people are allowed to say no.
I can't remember if I told you, but did I tell you that Navori Ezreal is cracked?
You didn't have to tell me, I already know. How,
Yeah,
it,
well, I confirmed
why
it 'cause
wouldn't it be? Well, we already did this test. We took Ezreal with Navori. He was one of our primary subjects. You also got to remember that the Navori Iceborne Gauntlet, Muramana, Ezreal.
doesn't let you proc anything of the Navori.
What do you mean doesn't let you proc anything of the Navori?
You get vaguely increased ability damage for a very expensive item. You need the crit.
You still have a remaining quantity of items for crit.
You can't build those other three first, otherwise you may as well not build the Navori in the first place. You may as well build actual cooldown items.
Well, that was the following instance of the opposite item to Navori, which is obviously good with Ezreal. It was the Shojin. But we already knew that the Navori was good. Can't you remember our instance of the test saying that Navori refunds its percentage before Ezreal's Q does the flat? We did this test.
Yes, that's why I said at the start, I can't remember if I told you. But it's actual confirmation, not just...
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Pretty sure I was the one that instigated that situation.
At least not the... Might have done the practice tool, but not the actual game that I tried it on.
Oh, we did it, yeah. In the practice tool, I think. Definitely not in... We hadn't taken it into an in-game because there was many, many things that we were practicing. You were customing and I was reading the patch notes.
Speaking of new stuff, I wonder if Jackson's UE still scales off people hitting him.
It does.
So I think it was changed to total damage instead of base damage. But I wonder how that will feel with AP. So AoE nuke Jack on Aram sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, no, it's going from 20% of its total damage down to its base damage. So
Yeah, whether
it's been nerfed. How will they
if
eat
it-
damage?
If the base damage does include that scaling, which it doesn't seem like it would because of
No.
how that's worded, but it does.
Base damage never includes the scale. Because that's the point of base damage versus total damage. So Jax's E has been quite thoroughly nerfed. Quite thoroughly. But then also on the other hand, you have to
I was gonna say he just got a bad amount of damage
on the E.
on everything else.
Oh yeah, on everything else, most definitely. Like his E got the AD ratio removed, his Q got the AP ratio removed. Yeah, his passive damage got its base damage reduced and its AP damage reduced. So, yeah. So much buff. The only buff he got is increasing his total AD. And not requiring him to build any AP at all. Some very weird build that he's gonna have, and very different playstyles. He will have bigger differences in playstyles between AD and AP now, because the way you play AD is obviously going to be current Jax. The way you play AP is it's gotta be really weird playing AP Jax, because not getting resistances from R, except for base, it's gonna be really weird. It's like when you hit people in your R, you get AD. And when you have AD, you get resistances. But AP is going to be the on-hit damage, and AP is going to be the passive damage. And AP is going to be the E damage. And yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Especially with the Q having the AP damage removed. That'd be very interesting to see what comes out of it.
This is one thirsty Jax.
If it's in Aram, then yeah. Most definitely. Every single time you see me play Jax in Aram, I will do anything I can.
Show. He could have absolutely killed the Amumu there, but he was like, nah. Ezreal, who's got 3 dashes away, is going to be more important.
But you've also got, well, depending on how good this player is, you've also got to understand he's probably trying to keep you down more than Amumu down. Oh, well, there you go. Then he's a bad Jax. He might be thirsty, but he's bad. Because, yeah, I completely understand a Jax being thirsty in Aram if he's kill for killing. Because he's going to come out on that. He's going to come ahead. But not if he's not killing, obviously.
Mmm, 5-second CDE.
Ezreal?
Yes. If that. Oops.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's lower than that depending on how many keys you can hit. See, one of the giant things that is super scary with an Ezreal with crit is... Yeah, all of his abilities get yeah. That's the biggest thing with crit Ezreal, is you actually have to auto, but that's the thing that doubles down on the Devori Quickblade, is if you're autoing in between every Q, the quantity of CD that you have for your other abilities, because obviously your Q is off CD the instant you do like one Q. But if you're weaving an auto attack in there, which you can't do for free because, you know, Q's an auto. Q's. Yeah. Means you're basically doubling the quantity of Navori that you get because you're weaving it auto in between every single one.
I just don't know which build path, what order to build the 3 items that Ezreal wants. I don't know whether it's Shield Bow to Devori into Essence, or Essence into Devori into Shield Bow, or Devori into Shield Bow into, yeah.
Essence Reaver is second. That's easy. In every situation it's second. It's not first and it's not third. So I'd have to say Shield Bow, Essence Reaver, Navori.
Yeah, but on the other hand, Navori first.
But why? Why? What?
Stats.
It is a lot of stats, but Immortal Shield Bow's better first. Same thing as I was sort of saying before with Aram specifically. Choosing your own death, which Immortal Shield Bow will allow you to do, allows you to capitalize on your own death. But it's not about the stats, it's about the survivability. You get to choose when you die. You get to capitalize on your death instead of the enemy team. Even in oh well.
Really easy.
In Aram, you always build as if you're planning on building a survivability item except for Death Dance, you always build it first.
Essence Reaver on Aram first because you get to sit right the fuck back. Q forever. And Navori second because you're getting that extra damage, and then Shield Bow.
No, Shield Bow's first. Same for the same argument that I just said. Everyone in Aram that's building a survivability item, that's not building a Death Dance, is building it first, so that you get to choose when you die.
More than enough survivability.
Oh, I wasn't including a Guardian Hammer. If you have a Guardian Hammer, then yeah, Essence Reaper.
Steel Tripmere. So glad it's getting half the next match.
One thing that I would almost prefer on Ezreal Aram anyway would be a Sheen start into a Guardian Hammer. Get the damage, get the first blood, use the gold, and you're
Only
in.
the Sheen does get you first blood, but doesn't let you survive it nearly as much.
You don't. Yeah, but you only have to get up to 950 gold.
Normally, you just want the Guardian Hammer because it's very stat efficient.
It is, but Sheen is a lot of early damage. But all of those starter items are extremely stat efficient.
It's 100% base, isn't it?
Well, I don't think they're all equal. I think the mana one actually has the most.
Oh, it's 100%, but Sheen's the base, isn't it? Not total.
Oh yeah, Sheen's 100% a base.
Yeah, so how much AD does Israel have between 3 and 6?
Don't know.
And is the 25 AD on his abilities from Guardians or better?
No, because if it's 100% of base, then as long as Ezreal has more than 25 AD, Sheen's doing more.
Just use 130% AD, so
Okay, as long as Ezreal has more than like 40 AD, which he easily has more than 40 AD at level 1, it's gonna be better. For Sheen to do its damage.
Jesus, I hate it. Moon Shield.
That's only the second most broken part of Maud's kit.
750 damage from Mordekaiser not building AP.
Just a single Q?
Yep.
Yeah, and you want to know the second most annoying thing about that? Because that's only the first most important thing about that, what he just did. The second most important thing is he did it all for free. Because he got you in an E, and he pressed W in between that to make any damage you did to... Oh. Well, there you go. I was about to say, all he had to do, because you didn't even do any damage to him, because he would have just pressed W, and he would have blocked whatever damage you did, and then he presses W after he's finished smacking you with a Q, and he regens anything else, if you actually popped his shield, which you probably didn't.
Talking to the boys on the board hate train.
Yeah.
We're talking pre-durability update.
I've been on the Mord hate train ever since they changed his Q, ever since they reworked him.
He's been fucked ever since.
He's been more than fucked ever since.
Like, you just went straight through a bunch of minions.
Yeah, Ezreal's Q is extremely good at threading.
Shot it directly at the super minion. And it hit nothing. It went over the top. Get out of this arc because you did it too early this time.
Most of the time, no.
I'm gonna bloodless, so. Oh!
Yeah, but he...
Oh, it was close. I got out of it at least. So.
I was about to say, like... Yeah,
Got out
yeah,
of it,
you...
but I didn't get to stay out of it.
Yeah. The instant his passive goes up, it's just like, yeah, well, I'm dead. And even if he doesn't get his passive up, you get hit by 2 Qs, and he's just gonna chase you with a 3rd Q out of it.
We might actually get to see the Jack Show interaction.
The Jack Show interaction between what?
Consuming a champion after it dies.
Oh, yeah. When Jack Show kills somebody.
I don't know if that's. It might have to specifically kill someone.
With its proc of damage.
Yeah.
That's gonna be reasonably tough. Unless you're a health tank versus a health tank.
Well, that's probably the higher I think. One more. First legendary.
Her long eyelashes have come to look like mine. It's just like seeing myself.
Hey, that's not too bad.
But you're no exception. You will meet with disaster.
What's not?
A Hex Gold Umbra.
I hope your future
What?
is warm and bright.
A Hex Gold Umbra from an egg.
Oh, is this TFT shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna use that actually. I don't mind Umbras. Ah, yes, good search bar.
What do you mean? League of Legends is known for their search bars.
Yeah, you have to hit enter. I've been denied the gin.
I don't need much as long as you're happy now. We can never be like Fyodor, no matter what, I'll protect you. I don't need much, as long as you're happy now. We can never be like Fyodor, no matter what, I'll protect you. I don't need much, as long as you're happy now. We can never be like Fyodor, no matter what, I'll protect you. You let me know how I feel. So if you are hit by a ruthless fire, instead of you.
And I have the right runes this time. And the oh, Lilia Druid, a grasp, dashes, a grasp, siege, a grasp, set, and aftershock.
You're Lilia?
Yeah, Conqueror Lilia.
Oh, well. Set and Singed will still give you a run for your money, but Nasus will be
Oh,
super
yeah.
easy.
Absolutely. We get to poke the shit out of this team, and I get to stop all of their roll-ins. I'm so happy.
And are you... What are you gonna get? You getting the Leandres or are you getting the Rift Maker?
Riftmaker.
Okay. Because you can honestly go either way in that direct with that team. Rift Makers if you want to try and brawl them. Leandres is if you just want to say... hit ya, run away. Oh, I hit you again. Keep running away. Oh, I hit you again. Because you're Rift Maker if you want to try and deal with Set, and you Leandres if you want to try and deal with Singed. Nessus is just dying to either of them.
They do have an action, so that's a little annoying.
Not really.
Yeah, well, they get to revive the tanks.
He can, but you don't have to press R on any of those tanks. None of them are a threat to you, so you only have to press R when Action tries to go into you.
Exactly.
So that's why it's not really a problem. Because if Action does try and go into you and you R him, then he just dies. And,
I love how fast Lilia stacks Conqueror now.
you mean, I hate how fast Lily stacks Conqueror now.
I went into that fight, pressed E and Q,
And you have Conqueror.
I was fully stacked.
It's disgusting how quickly she stacks. Versing Lilia on top lane at like level 3 is just dumb.
It was the first major nerf ever.
It's like the whole reason I'm playing, practicing up some Mater champions for my pool this year, because Mater's gonna rule. I think Mater's gonna impact the current... It impacted the last season, and it will impact the future season, at least the most it has in all of League of Legends history. The Mater.
Didn't take any mana runes. That was silly.
OTPing is dying. Unless you OTP Mater. Or, well, sorry, you're allowed to OTP favored champions, because favored champions are always Mater.
Singe gets to eat my W when he's asleep.
That's
Everything
why
about
I told you Singe is the only one you have to look out for.
No, it's more. I just hate that W cancel on knockups. So that was a very large R. I mean,
It
did its
always
job,
will
it's just
be. Every single time you R, it'll be a big R. Because you'll be holding off your R, and by then, I don't know, 4 to almost always 5 people will be getting hit by it. Such a tiny lane in Aram. Lily's extremely broken. Both her E hits like, I don't know, 15 to 25% of the lane, just in width, let alone the target, as well as unlimited range. No.
the long, skinny bit.
Well, it's long and skinny, but like even if she gets hit, if she hits someone, even a minion, the AOE section of it will be taking up like 50% of the lane. In width.
My Conqueror's already healed me for 400.
What level?
7.
Jesus, that's a lot.
Carly's has only done 150.
Yeah, no, 700 by level 7 is a lot. 400 by level 7 is a lot.
Yeah, get some kills. Can't believe I'm out healing a Singed at the moment.
Why do you not believe? What? That's normal. It's Lilia. BRB.
Normally Sim just narrow build Leandrius. Just burn you to death. I'm just running around a Singed. 1 bonus damage. I did it.
Okay.
I just did 1,630 damage in one fight with Demonic Embrace.
Mm-hmm.
Just great.
No.
Hmm?
It's not.
What do you mean it's not?
You doing a lot of damage is great, yes, but the ability that Lilia could do that is not great. Lilia gets more from like Liandre's and or Riftbreaker, and especially Demonic Embrace than even Brand does. And like
Sounds intentional to me.
she gets so much. Like, can you name a champion in the game that gets more from an item than like she gets from Demonic Embrace?
Shouldn't be able to because melee champion that is a melee burn champion that is designed.
She's
to
not
be
melee.
She is.
She
She
her
physically is.
her auto attack range is not melee. She's mid range like Thresh.
Oh, right. 5-man sleep. Let's go.
That's what I was saying. Your R should almost always be a 5-man sleep with how much you get to delay it in a fight, because you shouldn't need to use it until action goes on to you. Poor Mr. Rhino. Mr. Rhino's been sewed up so many times and sewed up across the ages. He's had sewing when I was really new to sewing, and he's had sewing when I'm really good at sewing. He's got all sorts of sewing qualities to him. Mr. Rhino's been sewed up like 5 times.
Unbanned
Retard.
as a word. I got chat muted for it. Now this guy just said it.
Well, they reduced the restrictions or the strictness of chat filter. Almost each patch. But as I was sort of saying to you, we both agreed that
7,200 demonic embrace damage. A 14-minute game.
like 14-minute game, 7,000 damage. That means you physically killed 3 champions quantities. Killed 3 champion quantities of champions in that 14 minutes. And that's not even including, I don't know, your Rift Maker or your Conqueror. or the actual damage of the abilities that it's going off on itself.
Zach refresh my code, girl. Let's go. Oh, okay. .7k in 15 minutes. $11k bonus damage in 15 minutes.
In total, or just Demonic Embrace?
In total with Riftmaker and thingy.
And Conqueror?
And, what's it called? Riftmaker.
Yeah, so just Demonic and Riftmaker.
Yeah.
But that number's bigger than that, you realize?
Mm-hmm.
Because of Conqueror.
Yeah. That's a lot of damage.
It's an insane amount of damage.
50k damage in 15 minutes.
Wait, the game's already over.
Yeah. Jesus. 15.75 divided by. Hang on, so we're stupid. 5127 divided by 15.7. We'll call it 76. Stop deleting it. So yeah, so that's 3,000 damage a minute.
Yeah.
3,200 damage.
That's a ton.
4 attacks. That's like, that is double. That is almost double DPS threat.
Yeah, and DPS threat is you saying, hey, if you do this much damage, that's a lot.
BRB actually, no, because I am about to head off. Go ahead and do that. It's reservations at 6. Hour drive, so.
Is Min still here?
Nope, she left. So, catch you after.
See ya. Have fun. Okay. All toys are repaired. I'll run through Mr. Salisbury has been repaired and returned to Pepper. The other dog in his household aside from Bertie. So all of Bertie's toys are repaired. All done. Run through. Mr. Dragon, or Mr. Dinosaur, sorry. Mr. Dinosaur's done. Mr. Dinosaur's had sewing down along the seam and along the leg, as well as on the tail. Mr. Rhino had his arm reattached, and his belly reattached, and his other arm tightened, and his other arm tightened. Mr. Frog had his neck retightened, his tummy tied up, and his other side of his tummy refixed. Oh, yep, and he had his right foot half reattached around. There was a knot in the thread, that's why I stopped that one. Mike's had his back of his head sewed back up, and his left arm tightened, and then he's also had his face. Like, what? Is it gonna work? I don't think it is. I think it's going to be a little bit too bright. The light coming from that window. That's why I looked a little bit bleached today. I've got the curtain behind my window screen all fixed up, so yeah. I have to sort of like squat to get into like the camera frame, but yeah, so all of that is all done. And Bertie's gonna be a very happy doggo to have all his toys back. So thank you very much for stopping by today's stream. We'll catch you guys next time. Have a good day.